Back here at James L. Robb for the visiting Bluefield College Rams, they will start number 0, Elijah White, 6-foot freshman point guard from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Number 3, Christian Bullock, 6-foot junior guard from Goldsboro, North Carolina. Number 5, Sage McClellan, a 6'3" sophomore guard from Portsmouth, Virginia. 15, Volante Carroll, a 6'7" redshirt junior forward from Raleigh, North Carolina. And 20, Jamal Hinkle, a 6'5" graduate student guard from Augusta, Georgia. On the other side for Coach Ray Stone, it'll be 0, Ty Patterson, a 6'4" senior forward from Knoxville, Tennessee. Again, averages 14.3 and 8.7 rebounds per game. 3, Ray Tyler, 6-foot sophomore guard from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. 11.8 is his average, along with 3 assists per game. 13, Elisha Mayberry, 6'5" senior guard from Ball Ground, Georgia. 13.4 and 6.4 points and rebounds, his averages there. Number 20, Peyton West, a 6-foot sophomore guard from Monterey, Tennessee. And 22, Kobe Pride, the 6'9" sophomore center from Unionville, Tennessee. As the Bulldogs' final players are being introduced, they'll be in their home white uniforms, blue numerals trimmed in silver. And then Bluefield, all navy blue uniforms with red shoulder, it looks like. The red numerals and then outlined in white. So we get set for this second game of our AAC doubleheader. Coach, what does Wesleyan have to do to kind of shake off the St. Andrews loss and get back into this one right here?
Well, with this bunch, normally it doesn't take long to shake things off. Things tend to roll off their back pretty easily. But it'd be nice to get off to a good start shooting the basketball. You've got to defend well. You've got to get back on defense, and you really need to control the boards. This game every game now became much more important for them since the loss at St. Andrews. The two-game lead you had between second and third is now down to 1, and so you really can't afford to have a night off. So size-wise, I think we show a little more size. We'll see if we can match up with them athletically.
It will be Carroll and Pride jumping for it here, and it goes to Bluefield's way. But nonetheless, one thing you got to watch is Bluefield shooting it outside. Again, 35% is their average, leads the conference, and we'll see if they can get that going. One of those being Bullock, his outside shot, but they work it inside to Carroll, and their first attempt is no good. Ty Patterson cleans up the glass here defensively. Ray Tyler with the ball, drives inside, trying to spin away from White. Now he gets it out to Pride. Here comes Mayberry inside. Picks up his dribble on the low block. He'll get it back out to Patterson. Shot clock down to 10 for Wesleyan. Here's Ray Tyler off the dribble. Steps back behind the line. Three-pointer no good. Patterson, a big offensive rebound. Putback is no good. Ball still battled for, and it'll go out of bounds off of Patterson as he hit the deck, trying to battle Volante Carroll for that one.
Good hustle.
Good opportunity. The miss. Tyler going to show some full court pressure here against Elijah White, as he'll bring it up the near side, drops it over to Hinkle. Hinkle will get it right back to White. White trying to take it off the dribble, gets it out to Bullock, or to McClellan, sorry. Now it's to Bullock on the far side. Bullock behind the arc, now steps inside of it for a big 2, and it spins in and out into the hands of Patterson for the second board for Ty. Mayberry far wing, gets a screen from Pride, goes in the lane and is stripped there by McClellan. Sage is going to push it up to White, and White's got the lay-in for the first points of the ball game. Go Bluefield's way, 2-0.
Very quick end-to-end. It's one of the things you got to do. You got to take care of the ball and hopefully score, because scoring is the best way to stop that fast break.
Patterson out front. West on the right wing, gets it to Mayberry at the high post. A little ball fake. Tries to get to the baseline. Gets Patterson on the cut. Nice feed and cut. Knots this game up at 2 apiece. Just under 2 minutes played thus far. Here's White with it. Works off the left wing. Bounces it up to Carroll at the top of the key. Now in the lane. Hook shot no good there by Hinkle. Patterson with his third board. On the defensive side. Gets it to Mayberry. Back to Patterson. Back to Mayberry it goes on the wing. Patterson far corner, lob into the low post, and Pride shows that height advantage and takes a big hook shot to give the Bulldogs their first lead, 4-2.
Nice little hook there. Not quite a sky hook, but a nice hook.
Now White drives all the way to the baseline. He'll throw it behind him out to McClellan. Three-pointer no good, and Todd Patterson's padding the rebound in stats early. making up for missing on Saturday, it looks like. Mayberry in the near corner, lobs it down to Pride. Pride back to the basket. Hook shot this time from the near side, misses. Bluefield able to clear it out.
Tried to go with the left-hand hook.
Here's
Rim
Bullock.
wasn't kind.
Drops it back out to McClellan. He pulls up from the elbow extended, missed it. Patterson has the rebound tipped over his way from Mayberry. Bulldogs looking to extend the lead with a Mayberry three. Off the left side of the rim it comes. Clear out to White. White's already signaling his teammate Hinkle to get out of the low block. I think he's going to try to take some isolation on against Ray Tyler. Ray right there with him. Flip it out to McClellan. Mayberry trailing him. Good defensive effort. McClellan hit the deck, but loose ball comes off to the Bulldogs. Patterson in transition, or trailing. Knocked to the floor, trying to get it out to West. He does. West taking on Carroll. Little spin move away from him, back into him, and the layup hits the bottom of the backboard. Now left behind everybody is Hinkle, and he'll just flush that one home to tie it up at 4. 4 minutes played thus far, and it's a 4 points for everyone. Patterson over to West in the front court. Baseline feed to Ray Tyler. Now Mayberry at the free throw line. He's going to airball it. Well, Pride saves it, tiptoes the baseline. Here's Ray Tyler. Shot clock at 5 as it definitely didn't hit rim. Here's Pride. Little sky hook from the near far side. It's no good. It goes out of bounds off of him.
Got to finish those. We've had 2 close in. First one he makes, the last 2 not so much.
Both teams already showing some heavy breathing as they've had some quick trips back and forth.
We knew they'd get it up and down the floor. Both teams like to do that.
White on the far wing. Couple of quick dribbles. He pulls back for the 3 and drills it. There's the first long ball of the game. Goes Bluefield's way.
And that was at least NBA length.
3-point lead for Bluefield. Patterson catches at the high post. Goes down the left side of the lane. Fall away jumper, no good. Pride able to corral the rebound there. Now Mayberry takes his defender Hinkle off the dribble and beats him all the way across the lane for the lay-in. Down to a 1-point lead for Bluefield. White down the right side of the lane, and Wesleyan, Pride or Mayberry, both of them were right there. It's going to be on Pride. Felt like he was straight up, and Pride or Mayberry blocked him from behind. But
he was, but he's sort of moving with him. Yeah, I think the call was with the body.
So it'll send Elijah White to the line, 77% shooter on the season roughly. And he misses the first one here. Coach Morgan talking to his team in the backcourt a little bit. White's second free throw. Rattles that one in, gives them a 2-point lead. 8-6.
Little full court pressure.
Ray Tyler catches it in the front court. Now a 3 by him is no good. Mayberry with a backside board on the offensive end. Gets the bucket and the foul. So Mayberry, our halftime guest in the women's game, is going to get himself an opportunity here at the line as Hinkle picks up that foul, his first, team first. We've had our 3rd tie of the ball game now, 8 apiece. Coming in is number 14, Brandon Shields, 6'6" junior forward. And Mayberry does give the Bulldogs the lead after the made free throw, 9-8. 14:30 left here in the first half. Now it's Bullock, hands it off to McClellan. Shields sets a big screen. Now the lob back door. It was just misjudged and misthrown completely as Carroll couldn't connect on it.
Had it set up, but not a very good lob.
Pride has it in the front court, gives it off to Ray Tyler. Tyler bounce pass feed into the low block to Pride, working against Carroll. He'll kick out to Patterson. Patterson against Shields. 3-pointer is good by Tom Patterson. Bulldogs extended to 4, and that's 2 guys that played at Belief Prep Academy with each other. Shields and Patterson. here in Athens when that academy was here, prep school. Now White, just a floater from the left side extended. Makes that one. It's 12-10 still. Bulldogs in front.
It's a nice looking freshman.
Definitely. From Virginia Beach, Virginia. Making his way over to the mountains. Ray Tyler gets a screen from Patterson, goes to the right side of it. Stays on the perimeter though. They'll pass it over into the far corner through West to Patterson. Here comes Patterson driving across the lane. Carroll trailing him, but Patterson gets the layup on the right side off the glass. And Ray Tyler going to be in the backcourt with him. There's White bringing it up the floor. Gets a screen from Carroll. Good help defense. Now Mayberry picks up the steal, and there's the foul against White. Little frustration, slap of his chest. He knew he did it.
Nice defense by Elijah there.
Quick hands, able to pick it up. Here's Peyton West controlling the point. Transfer from Ball State. Mayberry, left wing, gets it to Patterson in the short corner. Patterson now back to the basket against Shields. Fadeaway hook is good. Now Patterson's on a roll here.
He stays hot.
3 straight made buckets by the senior from Knoxville, Tennessee. It's 16-10, Bulldogs in front. Now Bullock trying to make a move. Has to circle outside and then come back inside the arc, and then no box out allows Volante Carroll to get a putback. Cuts the deficit for Bluefield to 4.
It's a bit forcing it there. He was a little under the goal. Pride tried to just push him on under, but he was able to corral that rebound nonetheless.
West is stripped on the way up. Cam Montgomery will check in for him. Number 4, 5'11" sophomore guard from Ottawa, Tennessee. So he'll give Peyton West a breather. Long lob into Montgomery. Montgomery bounces it down low to Pride. Kicks back out to Montgomery. High post feed to Mayberry. Looking to pass it off quickly. Gets it over to Tyler. Extra pass to Patterson. Far corner three is no good. Ball's tipped up. Coming away with it will be Montgomery. Now Mayberry hit the floor. Tripped up. Here comes White in transition. Patterson blocks him out of bounds.
He's lost his footing.
Yep. Mayberry and Carroll now back joining the rest of them. 23, Darius Rozier, Manchester, Tennessee native. Junior big man will check in for Pride. 11:33 to play here in the first half. Bullock, far wing, gets a screen from Carroll to his left. He uses it. Now trying to take Montgomery on. Pull up from 15 feet, no good. And Patterson's got another board, his 8th of the evening already. He's got 7 points to his credit. Here's Patterson. Over the shoulder toss to Rozier, out to Montgomery. Montgomery's going to drive and dish near corner to Patterson. Lob into Rozier. Back to the basket. Big flop there from Bullock as Rozier makes the sky hook. Bullock went flying. No whistle on that one.
Coach Morgan wanting the offensive foul there. Felt like he ducked his shoulder into him. I'm not so sure.
Shields on the left side of the floor. Drops it back to Bullock on the outside. Montgomery right there with him, though. Here comes McClellan with it. Spin move against Mayberry. Left side fadeaway is good. McClellan had to put that one way up in the rafters to get it to fall over Mayberry. It's 18-14. Bulldogs still in front, though. Montgomery trying to take on McClellan. Out it comes to Ray Tyler with White right on his hip. Lob inside to Mayberry. Defense in front of him. Now Rozier gets the feed. Little
nice
pump
pass.
fake. Gets
nice interior passing there.
Made it work, and it's back to a 6-point game. Third time Wesleyan has been at that lead. Here's Bullock. Goes opposite of the screen from Carroll. Jumper no good. Rozier able to get the rebound. He'll clear it out to Patterson under 10. Here remain in the first half.
Made a nice crossover move to free himself for a shot. Just couldn't get it down.
Patterson a nice lob into Rozier on the cut off the pick and roll. And it's going to go out of bounds off of Bluefield. They're going to get number 12, Caleb Hewitt, into the ball game. 33, McKinley Man, and 20. That'll be Jamel Hinkle back into the ball game. Lob into Montgomery. Ray Tyler comes into the far corner. They work it back out front to Montgomery. Rozier, a big screen just inside the arc. Shot missed by Montgomery, but Mayberry able to scoop up the long rebound that rolls to him. Back out, Mayberry. 2-3 zone being shown by the Rams now. Big key with that is you're passing and finding that hole in the zone. Here's Montgomery, takes a three from the right wing, missed it. Hinkle picks up the rebound and clears it out to Elijah White.
A little too much watching there. We need to get to the boards.
Shields, baseline feed over to Mann. He misses it. Rozier cleans up the rebound. Here comes Mayberry up the far side. Loses the dribble. White picks up the loose ball. It's a 2-on-2 break. The lob over to Hinkle, and the slam on that one makes it a 20-16 game.
Careless with the basketball leads to a 2-on-1 and a dunk.
Yep. Ray Tyler now with control of it out front. Working against White. Comes near side to Montgomery. Gets a screen from Patterson on the near side. Mayberry walks it to his left. Now tries to go baseline against Hinkle. Cut off there. He'll retreat. Ray Tyler over to Patterson. Mayberry cuts down the left side of the lane. Little ball fake. Gets free to the left, but missed the lay-in. This one's going to go out of bounds, though, off of Bluefield. And shot clock will go to 20 off the reset.
Made a nice cut to the basket. Got a nice pass. We just didn't finish.
So that'll bring Zaylen Callahan, number 15 for Wesleyan, 6'1" freshman guard from Powder Springs, Georgia, into the ball game. Bluefield also getting Bullock back into the ball game. Montgomery bounce pass down the lane to Rozier, gets the bucket and the foul. Some good interior passing already by the Bulldogs. That one's going to be on Shields, his first, team third. Rozier can potentially break this 6-point lead and make it 7. And commentators curse, he missed that one. 8 minutes to play here in the half. Quickly up the far side, Shields is going to take an open three. Hinkle gets the offensive board and just shovels it right across the lane.
Rebounding.
Into the hands of Mang. Bulldogs set back up offensively, seeing this 2-3 zone by Bluefield. Right wing, Callahan with it. Pride coming back to the scorer's table. Near corner, Mayberry for three, missed it. Rozier comes flying in, gets another offensive board for the Bulldogs. Montgomery's three, in and out it goes.
In and out, part of the way down.
7 offensive boards by the Bulldogs. Now Bullock's going to get fouled on the floor here by Tennessee Wesleyan. That one's going to be on Cam Montgomery, his first. Team second. Pride's going to check back in for Patterson, who has a much-deserved breather. 7 points, 8 rebounds so far for the Knox West alum. Inbounds comes far side to Hewitt. Hewitt working against Callahan. Pulls up from just behind the free throw line. Rozier will grab the board. Callahan now, offensive end of the floor. 7 minutes to play. Rozier trying to feed it into Pride. This one's poked away, maybe a little ball fake there. Would have helped, but nonetheless, Bulldogs will maintain possession. And Coach Morgan's going to talk it over, though, with his team trailing 22-18. Just under 7 minutes to play. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Back here at James L. Robb Gymnasium, Bulldogs leading at 22-18. They have not been able to overcome the 6-point deficit or lead and put it to 7. They've been at 6 4 different times. They've also been at this 4-point lead even more. So they are going to try to get some offense going. They've done a good job offensive rebounding, 7 offensive rebounds, 11 defensive. But they've allowed 3 offensive boards by Bluefield, and they've put those back up for some opportunities.
We've not been able to extend this lead, but the good part is we have been able to keep the lead.
Yeah, that is true. They've answered every time Bluefield has done something. So stay tuned at halftime. We're going to have a couple of interviews. Try to squeeze those in at halftime. Cambry Mayo, and then Billy Berry's going to join us as well at halftime. Some up here. Callahan's going to inbound it underneath for the Bulldogs. Jared Wright, Coach Stan Harrison here. Dwayne Farmer Court. Bulldogs looking to make it regular season sweep against the Rams. Mayberry feeds it Montgomery, pump fake, drives into the low block, shovels it over to Rozier, who then trips over Montgomery. Rams going to push it quickly, and there Callahan strips it and throws it. It goes off of Hewitt's leg. Good defensive hustle by Zaylen Callahan to get back and smack it off of the ball handler's leg. He had no clue it was going off his foot there. Thought he was going to get the foul call. Wesleyan, good transition defense with 2 men laying back on the other end. Rozier sets a screen for Montgomery. They work it around the perimeter. They'll bring it to the near side. Instead, they flip it back over to Rozier. Gets through 2 defenders. Mayberry in the far corner. Clears it up to Montgomery. He'll take the 3 at the top. Too strong. Comes off the right side into the hands of Carroll. Bullock up to McClellan.
Montgomery having trouble finding the range tonight. Several open looks, not been able to put anything down yet.
Only knocking one of them down from outside. Here's Bluefield offensively. McClellan got it from Mann. Mann didn't want it, wasn't expecting it. Now Carroll working his way into the paint against Pride, and Pride left his feet, and that's going to get him called for a second foul. Team third. Definitely not a guy that Wesleyan can get into some foul trouble. Want to keep him clear. Not
need his size.
I believe Patterson's probably most likely going to get him. We'll see. As Carroll makes the first one. 22-19 the score with 5:37 to play. Ray Tyler back in as well. And it is Patterson replacing Kobe Pride. Montgomery also out of the ball game.
Means Rozier's got to play extended minutes here.
Yes.
Minutes he normally doesn't get, so hopefully his conditioning is good.
Carroll converts both. Rozier averaging 15.7 minutes per game. It's down to a 2-point game. Bulldogs in the front court. Mayberry and Ray Tyler near midcourt with it.
Been a while since we've scored. We need to get off of this 22.
They're on a 4-0 run. Since the last time Wesleyan made a shot. Callahan's 3 in and out. Ball's on the ground. White able to pick it up and clear it out to Carroll. Here comes McClellan. Feed over to Mann, and Mann's going to slam it home to knock this one up at 22 all.
They do a good job of capitalizing when we don't take care of the ball.
5 minutes to play here in the half, and it's knotted up at 22 all. Wesleyan made a bucket at 8:06, but it's been Bluefield with 6 straight points since then. Wesleyan's still looking for another one. And Todd Patterson's going to get called for that offensive foul with a little spin move in the elbow. So 4 fouls for both teams now. Physical game so far, a lot of battles inside. Bullock with the ball and control here as White's playing off ball. He's been the man to bring it up most of the time. McClellan, a deep 3, drills it.
Wow.
That was deeper than the one earlier. Bluefield back in front by 3, 25-22. Here's Patterson taking it off the dribble down the left side of the lane. Bumped there by Carroll. Let's see if that's who they call it on. And that will be correct. So Carroll's going to pick up his second. Hinkle's coming back with 1 foul to his credit. He'll replace Carroll. Ray Tyler's going to inbound it under his own goal. Oh, now Bluefield going to get another substitution. Will Cliff Sinatus into the ball game. Another senior on this ball club. Into Rozier off the bounce, gets a pump fake and gets free for the shot. Trying to draw the foul but couldn't get it.
Nice inbounds play there. Came from the opposite block around the top on the screen and hits the ball on gets the ball on the block on the other side.
Now just inside the arc, Bullock misses the jumper. Patterson's going to travel with it. Felt like he got tripped up by Hinkle as he's trying to not pull something there. Instead, they call it a turnover on Patterson. Peyton West will
call. They just sort of got tied up.
Yep.
I think there was a reason why he walked, but unfortunately, it's turnover for us.
Peyton West into the ballgame. Bulldogs was now 5 or 6 turnovers already. White has the ball, trying to go baseline. Skips the pass over to McClellan, skies and gets it, and he travels with it. McClellan took a quick first step, and he had an extra foot with him. It's 5 turnovers for the Bulldogs, now 3 for Bluefield. Peyton West out front, sends it left side to Patterson, bounces it to the corner to Mayberry for 3, missed it. Rozier's put back, no good, but he gets fouled. So Darius will go back to the line. This one's going to be on Sinatus.
Eli's having trouble finding the range tonight as well. Hopefully we didn't curse him at halftime.
That's talked a lot about his shooting percentage and the game he's had so far this season, 4 20-point games. Bulldogs still struggling. 1 of 12 from behind the arc now. Rozier at the line. Misses the front end of this one. 2-shot foul. Free throw shooting not the best for the Bulldogs. 11th in the conference.
Rozier's
Rozier,
just a 37.5% free throw shooter.
They gave him the ball there, but then Bluefield had a sub coming in, 25, Kenny Page. Rozier had the ball in his hands, and they let the sub come in, blowing the horn, wave off the shot that he made, so he'll have another opportunity. That one took a point off the board for the Bulldogs. Stays 25-24, Rams in front. West is going to pick up Page in the front court from Hampton, Virginia. White, quick crossover between the legs. He'll dish it off to McClellan. Hinkle now has it. Wesleyan just could not get switched defensively there. Couldn't fight
take
through
away
it.
the dribble penetration.
So 3-point lead.
Nice pass from West to Rozier on the cut toward the basket.
Now they make it a 1-point game. 27-26 Bluefield in front. Wesleyan needing a big stop here as 3 minutes winding down here in the first half. Page feeds it to the baseline to Sinatus, and he travels with it. Rozier, good job defensively, making him have to try to shift. Rozier will take a breather. And number 11, Emmanuel Ndambi will check in from Toronto, Canada. 6'7" sophomore center. It'll be Peyton West with the ball up the floor. Patterson sets a screen for him. Back to Patterson, it goes over the shoulder. Patterson's 3 off the right side of the glass. Page going to try to push the pace, trying to get all the way to the rim. Reverse layup, no good, but then Hinkle follows with the slam dunk rebound. Bluefield dunking it big time here tonight so far. 2:35 to play. They still count the same.
Got to get you back on there.
Now Tyler left side. Wesleyan still cannot find the bottom of the basket. Ndambi gets the pass from Mayberry at the top of the key. Good assist there. Back
nice
to a 1
finish
point
underneath the other side. Protect the ball.
deficit there for the Bulldogs, 29-28. They just cannot get an answer defensively. White takes a deep 3, missed it. There's a stop. Maybe an ill-advised shot now. Ndambi has it cut off.
Not who you want bringing the ball up.
Nope.
Guard's got to go back and get the ball.
Mayberry makes up for it and blocks the layup by McClellan here, and now gets it out to West in the guard. Feed to Mayberry. And a blocking foul there against Bluefield as Hinkle hit the deck. He's going to pick up 2 fouls. They didn't like that call. And that's going to be a 1-on-1 opportunity for Elisha Mayberry. Should be. I've got him at 7 fouls. And Coach Stone wants to talk it over before his player can head to the line. Trailing 29-28 with 1:49 to go in the half. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
101.7 WJSQ Athens.
1:49 to go here in the first half of this Appalachian Athletic Conference contest. And the Bulldogs find Elisha Mayberry at the charity stripe. 75.6 is his average from the line. He's knocked down 31 of 41. He'll have one-on-one opportunity. Makes the first one. Knots it up at 29. Shields returns for Bluefield. Hinkle will exit with 2 fouls. And Mayberry's second is no good, and they'll say he crossed the line early anyway. So it'll give it to Bluefield. And Wesleyan's going to full court press here with Ray Tyler. Well, kind of a man-to-man.
A little bit of token pressure.
Yep. White's going to cross time stripe. 1:40 to go. Up top is Page. He's got West guarding him. Page tries to go left side. Looked like he picked that up and put it back down. Coach called it right here beside me. This one poked out by Emmanuel.
Sort of had his back to every official. I've had a double dribble, I thought.
You and a couple of fans behind the bench saw that one. Bullock's going to return for Page for Bluefield. It'll be their ball side out in front of Wesleyan's bench. McClellan trying to get it in. Long pass comes in to Shields. He quickly sends it over to Mann. Out front it comes back to Bullock. 4 to shoot. McClellan trying to take it off the dribble. Leaner off the right side of the lane. No good. Mayberry, good hands to tip out the rebound to Ray Tyler. Wesleyan has an advantage. They had Peyton West at least open on the far side. Now Mayberry from the right lane missed it, followed his own rebound, saves it to Peyton West. Now Ray Tyler out front. Wesleyan needing an answer here. Mayberry's 3 rolls off the back iron.
Get one down.
Still struggling. 1 of 14. Now Mann in transition had Mayberry poke it away. It was on Mann's hip, but they're going to say he fouled it first. Mayberry's going to pick up
2 shots.
The 5th
I'm not sure about the foul, but I definitely, if there is one, I definitely thought it was on the floor.
That one's going to send Mann, 6'10", Peterstown, West Virginia native, to the line. 55% shooter on the season. Coach Stone pleading with the official that made the case for a better explanation. That
is why he's shooting.
Yep. First free throw is no good. McKinley Mann, second one is good to break the tie. 30 to 29, Bluefield in front once again. Under 50 seconds to go here in the first half. Peyton West stuck at half court and gets fouled. Coach Morgan upset with his players for fouling him right there.
Had him trapped. Bailed him out with a foul.
That's going to send Peyton West to the line.
Need to stay out of that corner.
It's always a tough place, and you get trapped, pick up that dribble, and then you're prone to turning the ball over. West drawing the contact there. He'll get one-on-one opportunity.
Kind bounce off the front of the rim.
Used every inch of the front of that rim to get the bounce. Ties it up at 30 apiece. 44.1 remaining here in the half. Peyton West, second free throw is good. Bulldogs back in front, 31-30.
Nothing else. I'd like to play good defense for at least 10 seconds here. Try to have the last shot of the half.
I would agree with you there. Bullock out front with it. McClellan and White, 3-man weave going. Now it's McClellan. Walks it back to the far side to Bullock, working against West. Loses the handle. Here comes Patterson with the pickup. Patterson being trailed from behind, and Dombey over to Mayberry. 15 seconds.
Pull it out.
Yep. Wesleyan will back it out, and West clock down to 10 seconds. Now they'll try to make a move. Double screen from Patterson and then Dombey. Now West trying to take Shields off the dribble. Floater from the left side of the lane, no good, but the Bulldogs, it's been a battle the entire half. They'll go to the locker room with a 1-point lead after we have been tied at least 5-6 times already, but nonetheless they hold a 1-point advantage going to the locker room 31-30. We'll take a 2-minute break and then be back with some interviews here at halftime. Back in 2 minutes.
ASQ.
Back here from Tennessee Wesleyan University, James L. Robb Gymnasium, where the Bulldogs lead it by 31-30. And it came down to the wire there in the first quarter. The lead went back and forth numerous times. We were tied at least 6 times, but the Bulldogs led by as many as 6 and could never push it to 7. Bluefield, their leads only stayed in the 1 possession category at 3 points as the most. But Bulldogs will try to regroup coming out of the halftime break. We are pleased to be joined for the first time by a Lady Bulldog, Cambry Mayo, number 21 on your programs, and going to talk to her a little bit about how she wound up from Bradley Central to Tennessee Wesleyan. Let's talk a little bit about that, coming from just down the road in Cleveland, playing for a lack of a better, I mean, it's the only term you can put, a dynasty at Bradley Central that you got. How did you find your way to Tennessee Wesleyan, Cambry?
So my sister played soccer here, and I actually got a scholarship for soccer. And someone that watches Bradley basketball, he talked to Coach Rice, and Coach Rice came to one of my games and offered me, and that's how I got here. So
not only flipped her from, coming up here, but flipped you from soccer to basketball here. So
yeah.
Was that a tough decision for you to kind of say, okay, I'm not going to do soccer, I want to do basketball?
It was, because I really like soccer, and I actually really miss it a lot, but I enjoy basketball equally.
Okay. And soccer's been successful here, too, so that would have been a good program to be a part of on women's soccer as well. But talk to us a little bit about what was it like playing at Bradley Central for Jason Reuter down there? It's a dynasty. They've run over 100 straight district games. They've gotten the district title the last so many years. What was that like, transitioning from that to the college game for you?
Coach Reuter was very tough. Like, you would get pulled out for the smallest thing, and you'd get yelled at going down the bench and back up it. So it's been very different because Coach Rice is really chill. So that's the biggest difference I've noticed, and the speed of the game is a lot different.
You played in this area a lot because you had to play McMinn County at least twice a year, so familiar with a lot of people that are on this team. What was that like coming to play against girls that you played against in high school?
It was kind of intimidating because a lot of people don't like Bradley, and I was scared that everyone was going to hate me just because of where I came from, but it was not like that at all. Everyone was very welcoming.
it's just the dynasty thing. Everybody wants to see the top dog go down at some point. So
Yeah.
McMinn about did that last year in the district championship, lost by 1 on their home floor by mere inches. That would have been a fun one. I was on the call for that one for McMinn. But talk to us a little bit about what's it been like for you here at Wesleyan. What's been the best thing for you at Wesleyan that you love the most?
I really like the team aspect of it. I've obviously had that at Bradley too, but it's just a lot different here. Like, everyone's so close, and there's not anyone that's left out of anything.
Of course, you're here to get an education too, as well as play ball, and who knows, you might end up see if Coach Ross will let you play any soccer. I doubt he will, but what is the major, and kind of how's that going for you already?
I'm majoring in occupational therapy with a minor in public health, and it's going really good. I could technically graduate next fall, but I'm staying for the spring semester so I can play basketball.
All right. So you kind of got that extra year. You're listed as a sophomore technically as a program, but as you said, sounds like you've done some work to get ahead of schedule. And also you kind of got the extra year due to COVID year, so it kind of reclassified you a little bit. But you planning to stay around the area, or what would you like to do?
I have to go to Knoxville for 2 more years for more schooling, and then I'll probably come back, like, to Cleveland probably.
Come back home down to Cleveland. So I believe it's Anna Crowder, I think we talked to last week. I think she's the same major. There's at least a couple of players with that same major, so it's a newer program here at Tennessee Wesleyan, but it definitely sounds like it's taken off to a hot start for especially a lot of student athletes as well. So for you and Wesleyan, being so close to Cleveland, I'm sure it allows family and friends to come up and watch you a little bit. How has that been for you?
It's been awesome. My family being here means the world to me, and I've also had a bunch of friends come watch me, and I get to go eat with my family after games, and I take advantage of it because I know a bunch of people don't get that.
I think that's been such a big recruiting tool for Coach Rice, and it's obviously paid off with bringing you just up the road from Bradley Central, and a lot of local talent that fills the stands, that's for sure. But Cambry, let's talk a little bit about St. Andrews. You coming off your season high on the road at St. Andrews. Y'all were shorthanded. You got the win here convincingly against Bluefield, but there's something about playing St. Andrews. You also have your career high of 28 against St. Andrews. What is it about that matchup for Cambry Mayo?
I have no idea. I noticed that too, and I was like, I don't know why I can't do that in other games. But
It started off with only 3 points the first time you played them, and then you've been in double figures every time, and pushing it up into the 20s the last 2 times. But are you one of those players you just got to see it start going in before you feel comfortable?
yeah, like most of the time when I see my first 3 go in, I'm just like, okay, here we go. But if it's not falling, I'm most likely not going to shoot the ball.
Oh, got to keep shooting.
Hey, that's the only way to get out. Matt Harper would talk about it all the time. The only way to get out of the slumps to keep shooting. So you
I
can't.
feel like getting to the free throw line and knocking down a couple free throws has helped a lot with me this season.
Well, so far it's been good. 2 wins in a row for you all. You got a big one on Saturday against Columbia College. Alumni Day, essentially, for the women's basketball program, which will be good to see a lot of former players back. So we wish you all the best on that. Appreciate you joining us and letting us get to know Cambry a little bit. So even if you are a Bradley Central Bearcat, we won't knock that against you because it's working out for Tennessee Wesleyan. So
Thank you.
thank you, Cambry.
Thank
Good luck.
you.
Lady Bulldogs, again, Cambry Mayo coming up from Bradley Central. And as she talked about, it's a little pressure coming up to play in Athens when you played for Bradley Central, but she's handled it very well, as she talked about. And we're just going to pass the headset right off to a man that I'm going to let him put it on before he hears this, but we could let him, just give him one question. He can talk for the rest of the night. But this has been dubbed the Billy Berry Classic here tonight, as it's Bluefield versus Tennessee Wesleyan. And the man to my left that's been helping me is one of the main reasons this man is here. And for those
might not want to admit that.
Best hire ever made.
that is. So it was Coach Stan Harrison that brought Billy Berry from Bluefield College at that time, and it resulted in a national championship in 2012, and they added another one in 2019 after Coach Berry made his return. Coach, season's knocking on the door, ready to go. What's the outlook look like for you?
It's been good so far, man. We've been able to get out and practice, quite a bit. I think we've been out every day so far, at least, even if it's just for an hour, hour and a half. But things have been good. Guys came back in shape, and we're somewhat healthy. We got a couple of guys banged up right now, but I think everybody will be ready to go for the season. But it's been good. Weather's allowed us to do a little bit more than maybe what we thought we were going to do up front, but no, it's been good.
You talk about weather, and y'all made some improvements at the facility last year. I know we've talked about that, but that just allows you all at this time of year to get outside a little bit more, even in cold weather, because of the conditions.
Just
about the turf field.
Today, just take today. We woke up this morning and it rained till probably about 10:30. If that's 2-3 years ago, we might not be outside for a couple days, and that's just but we practiced. The weather broke around noon, and we were a full day of practice. This afternoon till about 5 or 5:30. So you don't really miss any days, and I think that was one of the things that we really wanted to get out of it, was the opportunity to just be prepared, and to not have really any excuses about not being able to work. So it's been a game changer for us, and we're extremely fortunate to have it.
Made a deep run once again up in Lewiston, fell short of where you would have liked to have finished, of course, with another red banner. But talk about kind of the experience coming back from that team and maybe some newcomers.
I think the best thing that we have right now is 7 to 9 position players that are back. Now you start talking about what we lost, and you talk about Levon Reynoso and Zach Ogeson, and you're talking about that's about 48 home runs, out of your lineup. So. The two guys we lost were unbelievably good players, and obviously they will be missed. But I feel confident with the guys. Carson Ford, Braxton Turner, Parker Stennett, Dan Zaire, those guys, being back, Evan McGill, those guys being back and having the experience that they have. Our pitching staff's going to be brand new, top to bottom. There's no more Kobe Foster, there's no more Robert Gonzalez, so I think it's a talented group, and it's shown really well. I think what you're going to see out of this year's club is you're going to see a lot deeper pitching staff. I don't know if you'll see the same guys coming, out of the pen each game and that sort of thing. I think it's just a little longer. I think we've got some guys in the back of the bullpen that are going to give us the ability to shorten games. And so we might have sacrificed a little bit, in recruiting offense to go get a few more arms. But top to bottom, I really think it's a talented staff, and I'm looking forward to what it's going to do.
Not often you get to return that many starters, but as you said, you lose two big ones. I got to know, Levon spent some time down playing for the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah.
Did you make a trip down there to get to experience that?
I did not, but I have a hard time believing that Levon Reynoso is going to be kind of, I've seen kind of what they do and how they do it, and obviously, Tyler Gillum, I know, and they do a fantastic job, but I just have a hard time believing that Levon Reynoso is going to call his own name or sing his own walk-up song. I don't know.
It's a different, I've not made it down there, but it's definitely, if you've checked it out anytime, it's definitely a different baseball atmosphere, and it's one of entertainment for sure. But Levon has also moved on to play pro ball with MLB organizations as well, so it's been good for him. You get started February 3rd, St. Xavier, familiar name that you've faced a lot here at home, so that'll be a 3-game series against them. Let's talk a little bit about, Coach, you had a great run last year, but without anybody, everybody knows, you lost a big piece of the puzzle last year in Neyland. Talk about how that has affected you all, if at all, in the offseason, because it's going to be a different season going into it without him there with you all.
Yeah, obviously we've spent some time talking about that, and we've talked about how this will be the first full season that we've ever played that he's not a part of the program physically. He's still part of the program every day and those sort of things. So, we still got our bands. Each guy got their bands the other day, and we're still rocking the orange shirts on Wednesdays, and still keeping good contact, with Jason and Sylvia and the Pickle family. Shout out, Jason Pickle's getting ready to turn 40 years old here this week, so we shout out that. But no, man, it's he'll always be here. He'll always be a part of everything that we do, and the opportunity to get to know an outstanding human being an outstanding family, and the support that you're right. The support when we started this thing, I would have never imagined that it would have grown, from really the West Coast to the East Coast and up and down. So, but I think it speaks to the young man and what he stood for and what he meant.
Absolutely.
It has definitely been a big outpouring, even across campus. Wesleyan women wear on orange shooting shirts on Wednesdays as well, so it's definitely carried over.
Well, and you got you had the men's soccer program that they rocked them this year, and so I think again, man, it's he'll be missed, but what a huge impact he's made just on our program and this campus. It's amazing.
Wesleyan's ball out of the halftime break, and Ray Tyler's going to knock down a three at the shot clock buzzer. Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking a few minutes to join us up here, and we look forward to it. Hopefully weather stays warm for you all to get some practice in. And
yeah, I do too. Because a lot of times we get nice weather in January, but comes time to play, it's not always nice.
Coach, we actually talked about that today. Ashley Lawson and I were talking today. He was up at practice today, and we said, why is it that we get such great weather in January, and then it's cold as all get out in February? So, yeah, I'm with you. I hope if we could get a few days like today, it'd be great.
Bluefield converts it off of Hinkle, and then Wesleyan's going to foul them on the end as they come back off the miss by the Bulldogs here. But, well, Coach, we wish you all the best, and everybody get out there and check it out. Keep wearing that orange on Wednesday for Neyland.
Sure. For sure. And, hey, man, great haircut, by the way.
Yeah, I appreciate
it. I tell you what, I know your wife she's probably pleased. So if y'all haven't seen Jared looks great with his new haircut.
I appreciate that, Coach. I've got a face for radio. That's why I'm here. So. Thanks,
right,
Coach.
Appreciate it, brother. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Bluefield ball out of the underneath off the foul by Wesleyan. That one was on Ray Tyler. Now a drive here. Wesleyan swipes it away. Patterson came away with that loose ball. That one was on Ray Tyler was that foul, his first, team first. Now Tyler has it, trying to come out firing. Missed his shot, trying to go back up for it. That had to go off of Carroll's hands. He's standing near the baseline, but
unfortunately, it's going the other way.
Yep, they say it's off of Ray Tyler. So Tyler will give that token pressure here to Elijah White. Just 2 minutes played here thus far. In the second half, McClellan comes all the way around the top. Carradine Hardrick getting the start here in the second half. Number 2 for Tennessee Wesleyan. Now a reverse layup. I believe he's going to pick up the foul here as Bluefield knots it up off the layup. Let's see. That one is going to be on Hardrick. His first, team second. So Bluefield has tied it up at 34 all here with 18 minutes to go, 2 minutes into it. And McClellan a chance to give Bluefield the lead again. And he does just that. 35-34, Rams in front. Now they're pressing full court. Bullock and Hinkle tried to trap Peyton West. He cleared it out to Ty Patterson. Now Ray Tyler, top of the key with it. They work it inside to Pride. Pride spin move against Carroll. Nice little hook off the glass.
It's there all night. He can work that.
He rushed a few early, but makes it good on that one here.
Nice little baseline spin that time instead of spinning away from the goal.
White takes a deep three from the NAIA logo, and it caroms off to the right. They get a fresh 20. There's McClellan losing it on the way up, and West got tied up as McClellan was coming down in his way, and they're going to say West turns it over. Coach Stone thought the foul was going to come, but instead it's a turnover. McClellan going to inbound it, and Bluefield another opportunity here. Clock will reset to 20 because it's in the front court. Out front, Hinkle with it. Drive down the left side, it rolls off to the right,
Very fortunate he missed that one.
Yeah.
We've not done a very good job keeping him getting to the goal.
Patterson, a little touch off the glass is good. That's one thing Wesleyan has not done defensively, as you just alluded to. They've not done a good job of cutting the ball off on the drive here, especially
on the ball dribble and weak side help. Neither one's been real strong.
Hinkle sends it to the left side. Rozier's got 10 points to lead all Bulldogs scores. Patterson's currently at 9. Had 7 at the end of the half. Now here's White with a travel. A couple of travel calls here early.
Both of them seems to mystify the two coaches. I guess they even out.
That's it. Patterson's going to bring it up the floor. He's picked up there by Hinkle. Goes left side to Hardrick. Carroll wrapped around Pride, spins into the lane. Out to Patterson. It goes kind of off the shoulder of Hardrick. Now West with it. Shot clock at 10. West drives inside. Bounce pass feed to Hardrick. Reverse layup. Gets pinned on the backboard. And Carroll will pick it up and clear
Nice
it out
cut,
to McClellan.
nice pass, but a really good block.
Here comes Bullock. Thought about jumper. Pride switched off on him. Now Ray Tyler out there on him. Pride on Hinkle. Hinkle spins free, makes a little finger roll.
He's really good inside.
38-37.
Very explosive. Got a nice touch around the goal.
Bulldogs just cannot seem to pull away from Bluefield. Now Ray Tyler slashes inside. Layup strong off the left side. Came down awkward on the baseline. He's back up though. 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. Now jumper there by McClellan's off the mark. Here's Peyton West in transition. Drops it to Ty Patterson. Takes off down the left side. And he'll pick up the body foul. They're going to say it was on the floor. Hinkle's going to pick up his third. Team first of the half. Mayberry's going to check in for the Bulldogs. He'll replace Hardrick. The bench for Wesleyan trying to get the... They already handed the ball to... I don't know. Shields just approached. That's twice they've handed the ball to Wesleyan and let Bluefield sub late.
They were late getting him up there.
Yeah. So Shields back in, Hinkle out.
Nonetheless, they let him in.
Yep. West, quick pass back to Ray Tyler near corner. Bullock cuts him off. Pride wanting it down low. Carroll's leaned all over him. Now Bullock's going to get a foul against Ray Tyler. That's the team second. 3-point lead, 40-37. WJSQ WLAR, Athens, Tennessee. Jared Wright, Coach Stan Harrison here, courtside. Mayberry, right wing, lob into Patterson. It's tipped away. West picks it up, sends it to Ray Tyler for three. Off the mark there. Here comes White with the ball. Ray Tyler's going to pick him up across midcourt. Shields, a big screen for him. Now he gets all the way to the baseline still. Bullock takes the pass on the outlet, missed the three. Carroll comes on the baseline, gets an offensive board. Clears it out to McClellan. 15 to shoot. Here comes Bullock around the screen from Carroll. Peyton West right there with him. Kick out to McClellan. Takes it off the dribble. Euro step through the lane, missed the lay-in. Here's rebound by Pride. West over to Patterson. Numbers for Wesleyan. Now Mayberry loses the handle, regains it. Gets it to Pride. Sky hook from the right side, no good. And here's Bluefield with a quick outlet. West, good defense.
West, get back, tip that out.
Right off the hands of Bullock. Good job, Peyton.
He had numbers on the other end and just didn't get it done. Mayberry just couldn't get the handle on the ball.
Nope. It'll be Hewitt back into the ball game. He'll replace Bullock. One of three seniors on this club for Coach Morgan. Inbounds from White to Carroll. Now Bullock, long two from the right side, no good. Patterson clears out the board. 14-15 to play. 3-point advantage still for the Bulldogs. Stuck on this 40-37 score. Patterson now slashes off a screen from Mayberry, and that one gets blocked. But they're going to say it was on Shields. Patterson thought it should have been goaltending. So he took it straight off the dribble, had a weird place for Mayberry to set a screen right there on the elbow extended, but Patterson got by it. He'll have two free throws coming his way. And misses the first one. Got to make the free throws.
We've just not shot the ball well at all. 2 of 16 on threes, now 4 of 9 at free throw line.
Patterson's second one is good, so that does make it at least a two-possession game. 41-37. And the Bulldogs have led by as many as 6. That was back midway through the first quarter. This one's bounced off of the back of West's foot on the pass by White, so it'll be Bluefield ball. I'll say it's inbounded underneath. It'll be Bullock to key it in.
I thought that kick had to be intentional.
That's
They
what
threw
I
it
thought
off.
too.
They threw it off the back of his foot. He certainly didn't kick it.
Ray Tyler hits the deck after his hip check on the moving screen by Carroll. Back to his feet. Shields on the left wing. Clears it back out front. Montgomery coming back to the
Long
scorer's table.
three.
That was another deep three by Bluefield. That was Hewitt. Carroll got another offensive board, and they work it back out front. Here's White working against Ray Tyler. Bounces it over here near side to Hewitt. White's got it back on the far side. 3 to shoot. Step back, 3. And right at the buzzer, that one hits the rim. That was got to be over the back.
That's twice. That's
Patterson.
2 rebounds in a row. Carroll's been over the back.
Patterson got killed, and there's a lay-in as Wesleyan couldn't get White stopped, and it cuts it to 2-point game. That one was even more flagrant than the first one as Patterson had the rebound, and Carroll just slaps him in the back. Now Mayberry battling for the ball as he's got Hewitt draped on him. It'll just go out of bounds off the Rams.
It has suddenly become rather physical.
Cam Montgomery back into the ball game. He'll replace Peyton West. No, he'll replace Ray Tyler.
Tyler took a shot on that screen, and Coach been waiting to get him out.
Looks like he's already headed to the locker room to get checked out. Kelly Seekins out there taking care of him. Now Mayberry, right wing, gets it to Patterson off a high screen from Pride. Patterson with the dribble, skips it out to Montgomery over a plate and gets shoved. Now Montgomery hits the deck as Shields is going to draw the charge, they say. Montgomery's hurt. This one's going to be the second on Cam, and Kelly Seekins going to quickly have to come back out and check on Cam Montgomery. And that one,
We've got a second trainer in the house, Kelly.
yeah, Haley Morrow.
Haley Morrow was coming out of the stands, but Kelly got back in here.
She was ready to take advantage, so they're going to tend to him real quick, and we'll step aside. We'll be back from Wesleyan in 30 seconds. Back in 30 seconds.
Come see us at Oz.
Back here at Tennessee Wesleyan, and they get Cam Montgomery up and off the floor. Ray Tyler's back on the bench. Coach Morgan takes another timeout. We'll just stay here with you through it. Wesleyan leading 41-39. Montgomery had went down hard trying to make a baseline drive. Got tripped up. A lot of players falling there, but Shields steps in and takes the charge on Montgomery. So Colby Billingsley, number 24, 6-foot junior guard, will check in from Sweetwater, Tennessee. He will replace them. Ray Tyler standing up, got the massage gun going on the leg there, so that'll be hopefully just trying to work a cramp out. Get him back out there, but
Don't want to speculate on the injury, but Montgomery grabbed the knee.
yep. Hopefully just dinged up. It hurts hitting that hardwood, falling down. But
Hopefully that's all it was, a contusion. We went straight down on the knee.
yep. Here's White with the ball out of the timeout by Bluefield. We're down to 3 timeouts left. Carroll sends it over to the far side to Hewitt. Now Bullock catches it off the cut, circles around the baseline, circles to the free throw line, pulls up and makes the jumper and knocks it up at 41 all.
Persistent, if nothing else.
Yeah. Did a lot of work to get back to the free throw line, but he knocks down the shot for Bluefield. Wesleyan a chance to take the lead right back. Patterson's fade away, no good. Here comes White pushing the pace. Over to Bluefield's Bullock in the corner.
Key there being fade away.
Yes. Now a drive by White, layup no good. Carroll comes flying out of nowhere and slams this one home. That one was impressive. It gives Bluefield a 2-point lead.
It's about the 4th time that we've not gotten him boxed out, and he's gotten a rebound and put it down.
Yep. Patterson now trying to take him off the dribble. Goes right side, throws it up, missed it off the side of the backboard. Pride, though, is going to get fouled and make the shot. Unless this one's going to be on Hewitt. Really needed another one on Carroll there, but fourth team. Ray Tyler back out there. Zaylin Callahan back out there. Mayberry and West will exit. Bullock will exit for Bluefield and enter McClellan. Mann will replace Carroll. And so Kobe Pride still standing at the line. Now he'll get the ball. Chance to make it a three-point play. And he does just that. Good touch there. Breaks the tie at 43.
He gets a break. He gets
Rewarding.
A little rest. Rozier comes back in.
44-43. Now White just gets all the way to the right side. Missed the layup. Patterson corrals the rebound. That was just on White missing the shot there. Callahan has it on the right wing. Rozier had to fake the pass to Ray Tyler. Now able to get it to him on the handoff. Ray Tyler slashes through the lane. Layup missed. Rozier, good offensive board.
Nice going.
Turns
really
around.
Good job going to the boards.
Just made a nice little hook over his head in the lane. Knew where he was at the whole time. It's back to a three-point advantage for the Bulldogs. Does a good job crashing the boards, as Coach alluded to. Here's Shields and Patterson battling in the far corner. Now White takes off the dribble. Lob comes out on the corner of the wing there, and a three missed by Hewitt.
I didn't see him. I thought he'd thrown it away.
That's what I thought. Man on the inside had to dunk because he realized it was not for him. Patterson near corner. Montgomery walking, has the knee wrapped up, but he's walking under his own power. That's a good sign. Rozier out front. Shot clock down to 10 for Wesleyan. Here comes Ray Tyler. Nice little finger roll. Got free, and the lefty knocks down the finger roll, for the floater, sorry. 5-point lead for the Bulldogs. 10 minutes to go. Now Hewitt drives, dishes to Shields in the near corner. Patterson's right there with him. Mann steps back for a three, missed it, but he chased his own board. This one goes out of bounds off of Wesleyan. Rozier tried to take a charge there against Mann. Actually, no, they're going to switch it and say it went out of bounds off of.
it was,
yeah.
but I think he was pointed in the wrong direction.
Get that corrected. Some moisture on the floor. They'll clean that up. Patterson will inbound it to Ray Tyler once they get set to go. And a 5-point lead for the Bulldogs. Trying to get back into the win column here. Pick up their 12th win. Bullock's going to be able to check in now, and it's going to be Hewitt to check out. They're still waiting. Let's see. Carroll's going to come back. They're just a delayed time to let them sub in here. The broom's been off the floor for at least 30 seconds. Carroll.
Coach Morgan seems to do a really good job of pushing that to the limit, and the officials are allowing him to do it.
Whatever internal clock he's got on it, it's working for him. But Patterson sends it over far side to Callahan. Now Billingsley comes off a backside screen at the top, mishandles it, thrown behind him. And there's Carroll's second putback dunk, as the layup was missed by McClellan.
It was a big possession. You got to take care of the basketball there and push that lead out a little bit. Instead, you give them a dunk on the other end.
Here's Billingsley on the far side. Lob into, or bounces it into Rozier. Back to the basket, gets free from Mann. Little hook on the baseline is good. 5-point lead again for the Bulldogs. Bluefield with it offensively, keeping it out front with Bullock. Now Mann just inside the arc is going to take a long two off the front rim. Here comes Rozier with the rebound.
Find a guard. There
you go. Big man that knew what to do, gets it to Ray Tyler. Ray Tyler will circle it back out front to set up the offense. Patterson open on the near wing. They finally get it to him, but they cover quickly. Rozier down against Mann. Backing him down. Little pump fake, gets free. That was goaltending. And that was a good job. Keep feeding Darius Rozier inside. Now the Bulldogs at a 7-point advantage. Finally. Hinkle's going to come back in. He'll replace Mann, and that one right there is because Rozier's had his way down low. And I think Coach Morgan was even yelling at Carroll about
not helping.
Yep. Carroll getting an explanation on that one.
But he wasn't angry enough at him to take him out.
Nope, definitely not. Left him in there.
Yeah, you need him in the game.
Here's Bullock out front, drops it over to Carroll on the right wing, playing away from the basket. He's got Rozier on him. Now Ray Tyler's got shoulder check. Carroll inside gets the bucket and the foul. So he got a nice feed from White.
Get beat off the dribble, so you got to step up to help. That leaves him open underneath. And then we foul him on the shot.
That was Rozier's first foul, team fourth. So both teams at 4 fouls apiece. 52-47, and Carroll a chance at the line. As he converts it, 4-point game. So just like that, Wesleyan's largest lead of 7 is down to 4. Rozier sets a backcourt screen, but Patterson doesn't even need it. Ray Tyler has it out near midcourt. 8 minutes to go in this one. Wesleyan looking to make it a sweep against Bluefield here on the night and on the regular season for the men. Rozier battling against Carroll. Back to the basket, skips it near corner to Ty Patterson. 3-pointer, no good. White gets the long rebound, and Ray Tyler smartly goes back defensively instead of trying to cheat up to get that one. Now a lob into Carroll. Layup on that lob is good from White.
We
Just
need to
like
find
that.
him. Know where he is at all times. Deny him the ball, box him off the glass.
Carroll's continued to roll. Billingsley gets it up to Rozier. Feed over to Patterson. Gets Carroll to foul him. Great job by Ty Patterson to go after him there. Rozier was 16 to lead all Bulldogs. Carroll's going to pick up his third foul. Carroll's got 13 for the Rams. So that is the man that coaches alluded to. Most of his has been easy open shots or putbacks that nobody's blocked him out.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's made anything outside 4 feet.
Patterson misses the first free throw. Got to make them. We'll have another opportunity at the line. Wesleyan shooting 6 of 11 currently at the line. Patterson misses both of them. 6 of 12, 50%. Not good when you're shooting from the free throw line. 7:13 to play. 2-point advantage for Tennessee Wesleyan. Carroll out front. Sends it over to Bullock. Bullock gets a screen from Hinkle, moves to the right elbow, now feeds Hinkle on the roll. Hinkle's hook shot, no good. Callahan finally boxed out Carroll well there, and that's a guard boxing out a big forward. Patterson trying to take it all the way in, blocked by Carroll. Carroll gets the rebound. Another missed opportunity that might have been rushed there by the Bulldogs. White with a step back 3, missed it. Carroll tips it out of bounds as he was trying to hook Rozier. Mayberry and West coming back for Callahan and Billingsley. Pride coming back for Rozier.
Rozier's done a good job.
Yep,
Really good
definitely
job
has.
tonight. 8 of 8 from the field.
He's done a really
9
good job.
rebounds.
Career high night for him was 16 points. He's done a really good job inside. Patterson now takes it to the right wing, hands it off to Mayberry. Now Ray Tyler has it top of the key. Trying to go to his left, and there's McClellan with the hand check. McClellan's going to pick up his second. Team 6th, and so the next one will send Wesleyan to the line. Not that free throw shooting has been good for
Not
him.
sure that's where we want to be, but
No. Patterson out, Rozier right back in.
they're just showing 5 on the board. Maybe the second
I
nothing
may have.
changed. Or sometimes they get it up pretty quick.
All right. Well, showing 5, so we'll see.
Now it went to 6.
There we go.
Shouldn't have doubted you.
Ray Tyler set that key it in. Trying to lob it into Rozier in the backcourt. West is open on the far wing. They miss him. Feed into Pride, who's hooked by Shields. Spin move by Pride. Gets the bucket and the foul. And I agree. Thought it was a double dribble there by Kobe Pride, but that's going to be the 7th foul. Maybe Pride had it knocked away. Coach Morgan pleading his case with that one.
And he's right.
Yep.
I think they just missed it.
Pride misses that one.
Missed another free throw.
Here's McClellan in transition. Gets it back outside to Bullock. Wesleyan man-to-man defense. Near side on the perimeter is McClellan. Feeds it to a cutting Shields down the lane. Long baseline jumper, no good. West tries to tip the rebound away, but Bullock able to corral it. Now he almost pokes it away from Bullock. Instead, Bullock's pass, well, it falls off the hands of Hinkles across the lane. So turnover there by the Rams. Wesleyan got bailed out there. Now Rozier trying to take Hinkle on. Gets to the low block. Shovel pass inside to West. Hit hard. Now Pride comes in, swipes it away, but Bluefield able to pick it back up. 5.5 to go.
Trying to make interior passes to 6-foot guards.
Missed three by Shields, and that was kind of a surprise pass there that West had got it. Coach Stone might have seen enough right now. He wants to talk it over with his team up 54-50, 5:17 to play. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back in 60 seconds. .450. Here's Peyton West with it out front. Gets it over to Mayberry. Mayberry goes right side, and he'll dish it into the far corner to Ray Tyler, who brings it out front. Shot clock at 10 as Ray Tyler glanced back at it. Passes over to Mayberry. Step back off the dribble. Three is good by Elisha Mayberry.
That was deep.
That was. Got the
Glad to see him break out a little bit.
separation off the dribble, and it was good. That's a 7-point lead for the Bulldogs, 57-50. Finally see one go in. Now here comes McClellan across the lane. Leaner is good for him.
On the other end, he turns his head, lets his man make a back cut to the basket.
Thinking about it too much. So it's a 5-point lead still, 57-52. West goes around a high screen. Now the bounce pass into Rozier, gets free, reverse layup. Darius Rozier continues to add to his career high. Great young man that I had the privilege of talking to last year during an interview from Manchester. Here's Bluefield with it on the outside. Bullock out front. Clock under 4 minutes. Wesleyan in front by 7 once again. Hinkle trying to take Pride off the dribble. Pride good straight up defense, but nobody boxed out Hinkle. Luckily it's tipped over to Mayberry. Here's West across time stripe.
Matching up.
Now it's lob down to Rozier. Rozier, nobody on the help defense. Wesleyan saw it quick enough. Extends it to a 9-point advantage, 61-52. White gets it to Shields. He's going to take the three from the right wing and just short, but there's Bullock with a rebound, and Pride sends it to the wall on the baseline. Hewitt will return for White.
I don't want to jinx it, but we finally got over that 7-point lead.
That's it, finally. Got it to 9 where it stands with 3:07. Carroll into the ball game. It'll be McClellan, though, to inbound it. Lobs it all the way near midcourt into the hands of Bullock. Bullock behind the back. Now a couple of quick crossovers. Sends it out on the right wing to Hewitt, and that one's off the mark. Pride had a better positioning there against Carroll and didn't let him follow it up with a slam dunk. Mayberry in transition. Nobody picked him up. Now a charge, though, is going to be called on Mayberry. That's a second on him, team 6th. Or 5th, sorry. So it'll
A little
send
bit
it.
out of control. Ducked the shoulder there.
Saw an open gap and thought he had it, and then Bluefield able to get in position quickly. So White, quick breather for him. He's back in and controlling it up the far side of the floor.
That was a big possession. I wouldn't mind using a little clock there. Gotten a good shot.
Bullock from just inside the free throw line. Jumper is good for him. 61-54 the count. 2.5 to play. West and Rozier in the backcourt. They're going to double him. Now they send it over to Mayberry. Away from the double team. He's got Carroll on him. Now a feed from Rozier to Pride. Good
nice
assist.
inside passing again.
63-54.
Rozier's scoring and assisting.
Having himself quite the day. Here's White, goes down the left side of the lane. Now it's deflected by Mayberry. West is going to pick up the loose ball.
Now let's slow it down and use a little clock.
And they're going to reset. Shot clock didn't start. 2 minutes exactly to go in this ball game. It'll be Wesleyan still with the ball. They're going to apply backcourt pressure from Carroll and Hewitt. Oh, nope, now it's going to be Hinkle. Both of those guys have 3 fouls apiece.
Oh.
And then West
Faked out his own man.
mess it up, and it leads to 2 points off the turnover as Hewitt converts the layup. 63-56 with 1:55 to go and timeout on the floor. Bluefield talking it over. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
That was
At
big.
Simmons Bank, community matters.
Back here, Tennessee Wesleyan University. West gets it in the corner, and then he's going to have to call a timeout because he got stuck with it. Wesleyan with only 2 timeouts remaining, still up 63-56. It's just a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here with you through it. Our next McMinn County broadcast, Coach Harrison just updated me. Walker Valley girls beat McMinn County girls by 5 already tonight, and the guys are squaring it off now. No score update on that, but our next McMinn County broadcast will be Friday night at home against Ooltewah, 6 and 7:30 tip-off. And then our next Wesleyan broadcast won't be for a little bit of time, as they will not have any more home games this week. But our next Wesleyan broadcast will be the 28th, so a week from this coming Saturday we go over to Columbia International, 2 and 4 o'clock tip-off. That's one of those long road trips that I signed myself and Matt Harper up for. So I reassured with him tonight that he was good to go, so I hope that's still the case in another week and a half. We'll see. But out of the timeout by Wesleyan, it looks like some moisture again right here on the floor. 30-second timeout, so they had to stand on the court. Patterson in the far corner trying to get it in. Got to throw it in somewhere, but they're going to have to call another timeout. Wesleyan not able to get the ball in, so they're down to 1 with 1:52 remaining. We'll take this one with them. Back in 30 seconds.
FM 101.7 WJSQ Athens.
Back here, Tennessee Wesleyan, James L. Robb Gymnasium once again. 63-56 is our score. Wesleyan in front by 7. They finally got to that hurdle, and they've had trouble getting over it. They got to 9 twice, but then right back to 7 it went on the next possession by Bluefield. But Wesleyan now having trouble getting it inbounds. They're in the far corner of the gym from us. They've got 3 guys in the backcourt. They're going to have to do something. Bounce pass into Mayberry. White about steals it. Mayberry picks it up, gets it to West. Now up to Ray Tyler. Advantage for Wesleyan, but they're going to circle it back out. White collides with Ray Tyler. Patterson on the far corner. Now goes baseline on the drive. Feed to Pride. Pride gets the lay in and the foul.
Bluefield has decided to play chaos here.
That's a perfect way to describe that one. Just run around and hope you stop somebody.
Double everything as hard as they can, try to get you trapped and turn it over. And we did a pretty good job of handling the pressure and finding the open person.
Pride, 3. Well, they're going to wave off the shot, I guess. Yeah, there it is. Okay. He makes the free throw. Everybody's still kind of set on the line. Now they have it, and it's a 10-point advantage for the Bulldogs. Bullock's going to take a shot from the right side of the lane and get fouled. It's going to be on Peyton West. It'll be 2 shots for Bluefield. Bullock will come up. Carroll back into the ball game. Well, nope, he'll have to sit for just a second.
Enter on the second one.
Bullock at the line, 77.8% shooter on the season, 126. It's finally in double-digit advantage for the Bulldogs. Bullock's first one is good. Now Carroll will come in for Hinkle. 126 to play.
If he misses, Tynes shortly needs to box out Carroll.
Yes. I believe Coach Stone just read your mind on that one, telling him right there, be strong on the box out. Carroll a little bit more slender than Patterson, trying to be quick and get around him. But Bullock makes it, thank goodness, because he'd gotten around Patterson. Now here's a foul before the ball can be inbounded. It's going to be on Elijah White, his second. Wesleyan in the bonus already. So it's going to send Ray Tyler to the line with 126. Nope, time off the clock. He can put it right back to a 10-point lead.
Still on the 1-1?
Yep.
Got one more.
He's going to make the first one. Hinkle coming back to the scores table already. He knew he missed it immediately. Ray Tyler, flick of the wrist after he shot it, knew he had missed it. Now quickly, Bullock gets behind everybody. Pride tries to trail him and block him, and he can't do it. And it's Bluefield to within 6, 1:18 to play. Timeout by Coach Morgan.
7 of 16, that's free throw line.
Timeout on the floor, 66-60. We'll be back in 60 seconds. .118 to play. Wesleyan in front by 6. West gets the inbound, back to Patterson. It goes, and they turn it over. The tip by McClellan gets it to Hinkle. Hinkle gets free for the layup. And Coach Morgan wanted a timeout. He didn't get it. Bulldogs have it. Now a lob up to Ray Tyler at half court, and Carroll tips that one away. Hinkle in transition gets the foul. He misses the bucket, though. And Wesleyan struggling here to protect the ball with
They've
one.
got a chance to make this a 2-point game.
It is 62 for Bluefield, 66 for Wesleyan. And it's going to be Hinkle at the line.
I think it might be 66-60. No, 66-62.
Yep. And Hinkle makes the first one. So it's down to a one-possession game.
We played right into their hand, a little out of control.
Yep. Now it's a 2-point game. Wesleyan.
They've scored 8 straight since we went up by 10.
12 turnovers and struggling at the free throw line. 1:01 to play, and it's a 2-point game. West gets the inbounds. Skip pass over to Ray Tyler, and Wesleyan's going to throw it away. This one, both teams with one timeout remaining. That one sailed to the far side over Ray Tyler's hands, and Bluefield with all the momentum currently.
Unfortunately, I think we're down to our last timeout.
Yep, and I think Coach Stone just took it. He did, so Bulldogs out of timeouts. Leading narrowly 66-64. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Bluefield gets it in out of the timeout by Wesleyan. They still have one. And there it is. They got Bullock free.
That is, we needed to stop.
So
Bullock
it's
comes
knotted up.
free on the screen and gets the layup.
66 all. Wesleyan has had a collapse here. They've got to get it going offensively. Main thing is you need a bucket. Tie ball game, 66 all. Clock at 30 seconds. Shot clock now at 10. Patterson on the left wing gets it to Ray Tyler. Ray Tyler, a couple of quick crossovers, trying to get free. Pump fake, got free for the floater. Nice spin move by Ray Tyler. Gets the Bulldogs a 2-point lead. 18 seconds to go. Now it's Bullock trying to get all the way to the rim. Shovels it over to Hinkle, and Hinkle gets the lay-in. And here's Coach Morgan, finally gets the timeout. Knotted up at 68 all. Coach Stone wishes his players would have gotten it in just a little bit quicker right there.
Well, we already had the ball, and they're supposed to call the timeout before.
Yep. So it's going to be a full timeout. We'll just stay here with you through it. 11.3 remaining. I think Bluefield thought they only had a 30, but they're going to talk it over for 60 seconds. 68-68, the score, 11.3. Wesleyan's ball. Coach, we talked about it just a few minutes ago. They've had trouble getting it across midcourt. What does Wesleyan got to do right here?
Well, it's a pretty obvious thing. First, we got to get the ball inbounds. We struggled to get it inbounds in this last minute and a half. Once you do that, then you've got to be under control. Take care of the basketball. If we can draw the foul here, that's fine. We'll get to the line. Maybe we can make one. But I'm taking the ball all the way to the goal. I'm looking to get the ball to Pride on the block. Let him either take it to the goal or get to the foul. But Ray Tyler's not a bad option.
Just made a nice floater from the left side of the lane.
Very nice.
After a spin move, got free from the defender, but Kobe Pride all the way at his own free throw line is going to have Carroll on him.
I'd really like to make sure that if there's any more shots taken in this game, we're the only one taking.
That's exactly right, 11.3. Patterson's going to be the man to key it in. He's got West, Ray Tyler, and Mayberry. No trouble getting it in.
They back off.
Now Pride sets a screen for Ray Tyler. Ray Tyler goes the other side, up and under,
And
and he
again.
makes it. It's 2.8 remaining. I have Coach Morgan out of timeouts, but
If somebody called one, then we got a
he's
technical.
got a, well, I've got the unofficial count. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. So it's a 2-point lead for Wesleyan. Ray Tyler, we just talked about it, had the sure hand inside, makes a nice little up and under move. He's been really good at that. And it gives the Bulldogs a 2-point lead with 2.8 to play, 70-68. Ray Tyler now with 13 points. This one didn't look like it was going to be this close. Wesleyan was maintaining a decent lead and then just had a collapse down the stretch. I've gotten word that McMinn County boys have beat Walker Valley by about 6 points. Amy McPhail let me know that. Appreciate her checking that out. And Bluefield now without timeouts.
I think it was just an indication that they had won. So I can't
Who
keep up
knows?
with timeouts.
I'm going to have to do a better job up here trying to write it down, but it's going to be 94 feet with 2.8. Full court press being shown by the Bulldogs. And you got to think that Bullock's one of them they're going to get into those hands. Now the lob up the floor. This one's going to go out of bounds.
It comes to us all the way back down the other end. Yes.
That one was by McClellan. Felt like he got fouled. But nonetheless, it bounces on the sideline before he could get it. Kyle Patterson and him were going after it.
Now they're saying we're going to take it here.
So
Throw it to
he
the
must
other
have
end.
touched it.
Must have, since the time came off the clock.
And now Ray Tyler's going to get fouled in the corner, and that's going to give him 2 free throws. So that could be the only explanation on that one. White's going to pick up his third, team 10th. And that one was big right there. Essentially turned into a loose ball off the heave, and Patterson was going for it. McClellan as well, but he went flying after he touched it and turns it over.
And must have stepped on either the ball hit the sideline or he stepped on the sideline.
Ray Tyler's first free throw is good. That at 1.1 remaining. 71-68.
This is a big one.
Makes it a 2-possession game if he can drill it. And he does. That one will just about do it as they will heave it. Bluefield off the mark on that one completely. Bulldogs battle back. It wasn't pretty down the wire, but they do what they can to get the W. 72-68. They move to 12-4 overall, 11-4 in the conference. They stay undefeated here at James L. Robb, 9-0. And they get back into the win column. Bluefield goes to 8-12, 7-9 in the conference, and they have dropped their last 2 ball games. So that, again, the final score, Wesleyan wins at 72-68 down the stretch against Bluefield University to pick up another conference win here at home. We'll take a 2-minute break and then bring you some first half stats and grab Coach Ray Stone for a post-game interview. Back in 2 minutes. Back here at Tennessee Wesleyan, where the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs sweep visiting Bluefield on the night and pick up 2 big Appalachian Athletic Conference wins here on their home floor. For the women, it was their second in a row. For the men, it was their first after losing against St. Andrews on the road to the last place team in the conference. But nonetheless, they get back into the win column, and it was a tough one down the stretch against a very tough Bluefield team. Coach, you've got some team numbers for us real quick.
I do. On the team side, Bluefield had 68 points on 28 of 67 from the field, 41.8%. 2 of 16 outside the arc, just 12.5%. 10 of 12, though, at the free throw line, 83.3. They had 12 turnovers. They had 35 total rebounds, 8 assists, 1 block, and 9 steals, many of those coming in the last minute and a half of the game. For Tennessee Wesleyan, it's 72 points on 30 of 64, 46.9% overall from the field, which is good, but their shooting other than that was not good. Just 3 of 18 behind the arc, 16.7%. 9 of 18, but 2 really big ones by Ray Tyler there in the last second of the game. 9 of 18, 50%. 13 turnovers, and again, at least 2 or 3 of those came in the last minute. 42 total rebounds, so you do out-rebound them by 7. 16 assists, 1 block, and 6 steals.
Individual scoring, Jamal Hinkle, 18 points to his credit. There's a double-double for Volante Carroll, 13 points, 13 rebounds. A lot of those coming off of putback dunks. 10 points for a trio in White, Bullock, and McClellan. That's individual scoring for Bluefield. On the other side for Tennessee Wesleyan, career high day, 20 points for Darius Rozier to go along with 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 15 points by Ray Tyler. 4 of the biggest points coming down the stretch there, along with 2 free throws. Kobe Pride with 14 points. Ty Patterson double-double, 10 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists. Elisha Mayberry, 9 points, 6 rebounds. 2 points by Ndambi and 2 points by Peyton West. And Coach Ray Stone has joined us here to talk about this win. It was a hard-fought one, but at least another win, conference win, to kind of maybe get the bad taste of that St. Andrews loss out of your mouth.
You would bring that up.
I had to. I led with it, and that's all we're going to say about it.
Let me enjoy the night. Now.
Hey,
yeah, that was a bad trip altogether. But anyway, the guys responded very well. We know it's going to be a tough contest tonight with Bluefield. They lost a close game at Union, which is definitely a tough place to play against a very good basketball team. And so we knew they were going to be hungry, and we know we're going to get the best game out of them. And we were able to somehow, we tried to give it away. We tried, but I told the guys right there at the end of the game, I said, you trying to give the fans more bang for their buck, watching the game. But
free basketball, man.
Yeah, definitely. But anyway, they responded, and we came out with the win. We got to work on some things and clutch moments, getting the ball in and making better decisions with it. But at the end of the day, we won, and we're going to enjoy it for the night and get ready for Truett.
You kind of defensively at least guarded the perimeter well. They're the best shooting team from behind the arc in the league, but they were 12% today. Not that you all shot it any better from outside,
Right.
but at least defended it well. But it also looked to present some problems stopping them off the dribble a little bit.
Well, that was one of the things that we worked on. We saw that was their strength. And Ray did a great job on their leading scorer, number 0. He's going to be tough. He's a freshman, and he had 34 against Union at Union. So we were definitely focused on him. And when you're defensive minded, it kind of takes away from your offense. But like you said, those last 4 points was very big for Ray Tyler down the stretch to give us the lead and those free throws. But we were stressing defense. We know what they could do on the perimeter. Like you said, they shoot the ball very well. You got to guard all 5 guys around the arc. So they responded and stuck to our game plan and everything, and it worked out.
Seemed like the inside game, even with Carroll and Hinkle being some size in there, height-wise for him. Kobe Pride, Darius Rozier having some good days inside. Darius with a 20-point game, his career high, better than 16, or better by 6. He seemed to have some life going there late in the second half and making some good moves inside.
Yeah, that's just Darius. Man, he's a heart and soul. He brings the energy. Even if he's not on the court, he's on the bench. You hear him. And then you're going to get his all out there. He's going to go rebound. And then just tonight, offensively, like you say, he made some good moves. He's being patient and came through for us.
Ty Patterson, of course, didn't play on Saturday due to some
there you go again.
Uniform issues. But anyway,
hey, Jared.
I know. I'm 2 for 2, Coach. I owe you lunch for that one. But he really kind of came out of the gate firing, battled inside a lot, and he had a tough get-go with Carroll down there. Some box outs were missed, but just had to battle the constant game with Carroll.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's probably one of the most athletic guys in that position. As you saw, we didn't box out. He got 2 or 3 putbacks around the rim. But yeah, Todd got off to a really good start tonight, and we need every bit of it.
You've got a road trip to Truett McConnell on Saturday. What adjustments? What can you do? A couple of days off in between then and now. What do you got to do?
Couple of days off is what's key. We're gonna shoot free throws, most definitely.
Yes.
We shot 100 yesterday, but I guess maybe we need to go to 200. But just kind of get prepared for Truett. They're playing a lot better. They're better than their record. So just one of those tests that we're gonna get their best game. It's a very tough place to play, and we just got going with the mindset and our game plan and stick to it and see what happens.
Well, I'm just glad you squeaked this one out at the end. It felt like a squeak out because you dropped it. The guys were battling back. And credit to Bluefield for just being in their face, and a very athletic team. But
definitely,
it's always good to get a win here. As Darius Rozier waving by to us there, career high day for him. We'll have that one. Thank you once again to Coach Harrison being by my side. Thank you to Coach Rice, Coach Berry, Cambry Mayo, Elisha Mayberry, and Coach Stone joining us as well for all the interviews and chatting them up, where the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs sweep Bluefield on the evening here from James L. Robb. Thank you to Handsome Dan back at the station and all of our sponsors once again. For WGSQ, WLRR Sports, this is Jared Wright. Have a great night.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it with you.
Yeah, I got it. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.